Mental illness affects far more people than many people realize. 1 in 5 adults experiences mental illness in any given year, and suicide is the second leading cause of death for young people ages 15 to 24. This week has been set aside as Mental Illness Awareness Week, and we welcome Heather Dunn with NAMI, that's the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Welcome, Heather. We're so happy to have you this morning.
Thank you for having me.
So what do you hope to accomplish in this week?
Well, today is actually World Mental Health Day, and what we want to do is just raise awareness about mental illness across the U.S. and especially with our youth today.
Now, you are the coordinator of a program called Ending Our Silence. What does that mean, and what are you doing with that program?
So Ending the Silence is a national program. It's a 50-minute presentation that we do in the schools, middle and high schools, where we can educate the teens about signs of mental illness and resources about what they can do. There is also a presentation for teachers where we can teach the teachers what they can look for and what they can do if they think a student has a mental illness.
So you go into a school, and what do you do with the kids? They come into the auditorium, the classroom?
We try to do smaller groups. We can do auditoriums, and we have, but we like to do it a classroom size around 30 to 35. And we just give them a lot of education. We give them signs and symptoms of mental health conditions. There's so many different ones. We give them suicide awareness. We get them to just start talking about the conversation of mental health, because mental health is something that kids don't really talk about. We talk about physical health all the time, but we really need to start talking about mental health.
Are you surprised when you go into the classroom at some of the things the kids talk about, some of the things they bring out that they do know about?
You know, what really is the great thing about our program is at the end of our presentations, we always have 1 or 2 students that come up to us and confide in us about symptoms that they have been having. And we encourage them to talk to their mental health counselors or their parents. And that's what's so good about the program, is because we show them that they're not alone with a mental health condition, knowing that 1 in 5. And the issue is that 50% of people that have a mental health condition have symptoms by the age of 14.
Wow. 14?
Yes.
So what should parents look for then? How do I know if my 14-year-old is having problems?
Well, you know, if they start becoming withdrawn, if they start missing school assignments, if their sleep patterns get off, maybe they're eating too much or not eating enough, it really, if you're at home with them, you'll notice that there are symptoms. Maybe they just don't act like other children. And we also have a presentation for families where we can teach them those symptoms as well.
That's so great, because I remember it used to be that you didn't talk about mental illness, and there was almost a stigma even to seek treatment, to get therapy of any kind. As more celebrities and athletes have come out and talked about their own personal issues, are you seeing that that's affecting the youth? Are they more open?
I think so. I think with a lot of the celebrities now are actually saying that they have mental health conditions. I think it's really helping our youth, and we need to continue the talks about mental health, because it is, you know, a disease of our brain. It's our ability to think, our ability to articulate our thoughts, and it's something that we really need to start, you know, taking notice of.
Well, we all need to get involved and do our part, and you're making it easy. You've got a great event coming up. NAMI is having its biggest fundraiser of the year. It's called Out of the Blue. It's October 25th, and at a really fun place, the Sarasota Architectural Salvage. For more information about the services for mental illness and the fundraiser, go to NAMISarasotaCounty.org.